I just did a reading with this deck a minute ago, and I said, you know what? I didn't do a review of it ever. So here we go. This is the Bianco Nero Tarot, and I actually love this deck. It's by Marco Proleto. And I don't remember what I paid for it or where I bought it at. No idea. Who's it by? It's by US Games, so I may have bought it from US Games directly, for all I know. And what comes with the box is the cards and then these two extra cards, which are really nothing, just more about the artist, who he was. Right? He's from Italy, born in 82, Rome actually. And in 2001, he obtained a high school diploma. So this guy is like just an amazing artist. Wait till you see the cards. They're to die for. I love this deck. I forgot I had it. This is the back of the cards, right? It's the 4 elements, right? And that's the additional card there. Nothing fancy. So what we're going to do is we're going to walk through this deck with the majors first. I'm going to walk through the minors. So I'll set the minors aside for now. We will do this side by side that I always do. That way you can see the energy of the cards as they're lined up in a row versus one at a time. Now the guidebook is just pretty basic, right? He goes through and just has your basic meanings of the cards. Nothing fancy. The introduction, the full upright reverse, the little thing about it. It's pretty much boilerplate. Nothing really fancy about it. Nothing really. If you know tarot, you don't need to read it. They also give you a sample spread you can do. Again, nothing really out of the ordinary. Let's see. Here's 1, 2 spreads. Really has. Yeah, so one is the black and white goal spread. So the card one is about what's been written and so forth. And the other sample spread, is that the same thing or different? That was 5 cards on this one. And on this guy, no, it's a little different. So anyway, that's the guidebook. Nothing fancy. So let me drop the camera down here and we'll get tied in on the majors and we'll just go and rip through these. I don't know if I'll talk a lot on this video, but I just want to get through this to share with you because I think it's a really beautiful deck. It's one of my favorites. And I love black and white. Okay, so kick it off with the full. The Magician. Don't you love that? It's so unique. I mean, the guy has brilliant artwork. The High Priestess. I like how it's from the waist up. It's not the entire full picture. Torah right there. And this is the actual, if you look at the card here in the background, this is your Tree of Life. You can't get through to it because you're not ready for it. You're not ready to see the secrets and whatnot. Remember, she's the static on the TV set, whereas the Magician is what you see. And together they birth reality, the Empress. I just love this deck. The Emperor. Hierophant. Lover, that's a wonderful. I love this. I love the fact that the art is so beautiful. It's a little bit timeless. Really well done. The Chariot. I love the fact he has 2 horses there. It is rider weight, but it's just really well done. Reminds me of Boris Vallejo a little bit. Strength card. The Hermit. This is gorgeous. Wheel of Fortune. Justice, Lady Justice. I like the fact she's not blind. She sees. The Hangman. Isn't that great? Death. That's a great death card. Temperance, balance. Moderation. The Devil. That's a really good devil card too. It's just amazing. See the tail is a snake. Oh, I can look at that card all day. Just really, really beautiful artwork. The Tower. The Star is your hope. It's more than that. That's just the boilerplate meaning. The Moon. The Sun. That's a cool sun card. Judgment. The World. That's the majors. So now we'll go ahead and rip through the minors and take a peek at them. So we're going to line them up. Wands, swords. So it's fire, air, water, cups, and then the pentacles. So let me raise the camera up so I can get all this in focus for you. Give me a sec. All right, so we have wands, swords, cups, pentacles, which is fire, air, water, and earth. All right. If you want more detail on that, head over to wordoftwist.com, and I have a lot of insights on this type of stuff, so you can go there, read, learn, and enjoy tarot and become a member for your paid, and you'll learn a lot more. These are the aces. Now we're going to go to the twos. Very sensual cards. The art is really well drawn. Okay. Then you have the threes. Fours. I like how it's reversed. Rather than the window being over here, it's on this side. It's actually more balanced that way too from art perspective. It's almost like you use like the golden spiral or something. Your focus and it comes back in around here. Just it's this guy who drew this knows art. I'll tell you that right now. Very well balanced. Even here, right? The pentacle, you see how it swirls? Focus is here. It's just really well done. 5. The card quality too is pretty nice. There's definitely a gloss on them or like a sheen of some type, but they're protective coating. Those are your 5s. Okay, next is the 6. It's a great 6 of wands. See the 6 of pentacles. I did a video on this again at wordwithtwist.com. Go check it out. And there's a couple ways to read this card. So when I see this card like this, right, people say it's about giving freely or giving fair. That's what the balance scales is about. But look at the expression in the hands. It's almost like this person's a tyrant and only giving you what he thinks you need, not a penny more. And it's really for self-gratification too, to say, look at me. That's the shadow element of this card, right? That's how I read it when I'm looking at the shadow part of it. But that's just the vibe I'm getting from this card. I don't get a good 6 here, right? 6 is all around harmony, balance, peace, etc. But again, the 5 and the 1, right? So when you look at the Roman numeral here, you have a 5. 5 is all around freedom or struggle. 1's about opportunity, potential, possibility. So it depends on how you're giving. You give with a heart of evil for self gratification or a heart of love for divine reward. Because you want to do it, not because you have to do it. See that? Okay. Now we're at the 7s. Okay. He feels like he's a victor there. It looks like that, but he's not. He's actually fighting off or holding his ground. Getting ready to go into battle. Different vibe, different energy with these cards, but they're still cool. The swords here feel like he's getting ready to steal or take away the enemy's ability to fight. Maybe he's even quelling a rebellion, right? Choices, and then the typical, did I do enough? Remember, 7 is all around assessing things. That's the 7. You have to think it through. That's why he has that look on his face. That's why he's trying to decide. That's why he's looking at these, try to take these last swords or not, and did I do enough here to keep going? Now we're at the 8s. Huh. Next is the 9s. That's cool. I'm not giving up, man. Come try to take it. That's a great 9 of swords. It's like a drunkard. Yeah, got his whole world just perfect. That's a great 9 of pentacles as well. Then we have the 10s. It's like a viper or a snake or something, even though it's not. It's a sky, but it reminds you like a viper with the teeth. But maybe that's what he's trying to represent here, like the teeth biting into the guy, the fangs. If that's the case, that's wild. That's pretty wicked. Love it. Then you have the 10 of pentacles. This is generational wealth normally. And now we're going to move into the court cards. The page of wands. Pages. Remember too, the pages are very young, like sporadic type of energy. And so it's immature a little bit. Always learning, or could be aggressive depending on the suit, depending on what the question is. So here are the pages. Next, we're going to go into the knight. You can feel the fire in that card. Wands are double fire. Oh my God, you can feel the action here too. This is fire and air mixed, which is like a tornado. Mixed one would be fire and water, which is calm, and you can feel that in this card. And then fire and earth, it can grow, but it's pretty calm as well. But it just grows gradually. And there's also considered like a treasure seeker card in a sense. You're trying to find new things, find new wealth, and so forth. After that, we have the Queen. Oh man, these are great, great cards. I like the mermaids here too, part of her throne. I don't. There's a rabbit. Yeah, he also has a rabbit there, which is great. I love this artwork and the lion, the cat, and then the king. Man, very mature. Let's see, this queen, is she on land? Yeah, and I can't tell. Looks like he's also, is he surrounded by water? I'm not sure, but there's an octopus, so I'm assuming that. But that's really cool. And then the king of swords. And then lastly is the king of wands. See, the salamander is important because a couple of things here actually. Because the salamander can control fire, so don't let the king get too reckless with his fire, right? He wants to get out of that chair and just jump and go. The king of swords, his mind, the butterflies transform, right? He's always at the higher knowledge of things. And he also holds his sword with one hand. He's ready to go and strike if he has to. But he's relaxed. He's so wise. He's a wise king. This guy wants to get up. This guy seems uncomfortable as well, not very happy. He wants to go, but he's kind of stuck in this chair. So he wants to go and use his imagination and kind of get on with things, but he can't. It's almost like he has some regret there. He just is like all about money, man. Don't mess with me. I control it all. And if you do, I'm going to screw you over and kill you. He's also a good king, but in reverse, he's a horrible king. All these kings are pretty reversed horrible because he becomes a narcissist, emotional manipulator. He just mind messes with you all the time. And this guy will just drain you dry. Your desires and passions, strip them out of you. Anyway, that is the cards. Now let's just do a quick shuffle. Pull them all in here real quick. How do they shuffle? Let's see. They shuffle great because I did a reading a minute ago on them. Yeah, they're good. And then sideways, I didn't bend too much on them, but they fall in line just great. Let's do a quick one card reading. Whoa. You know what? Let's just scatter those out there. Heck with it and just pull a card. What do we got? Justice. Right? When justice is upside down, it means it's unfair. It means that there's a tyrant at play that's going to hold you back at all costs. You won't get fair treatment, and karma's coming back to hit you pretty hard because everything that you've done now has to be repaid, and the price will be heavy. That's the vibe you're getting when justice is sitting upside down. Now, let's see what his little booklet says just for the hell of it. Emperor, Hermit, Justice is the 11, right? Yeah. Corruption, bigotry, bias, injustice, and dishonesty. That's the reverse. We're just going to read his little thing here, just to read it. The woman represented in this card is Athena. Okay. The goddess of wisdom, courage, inspiration, civilization, law, and justice. The double-edged sword held in her right hand symbolizes both favorable and unfavorable consequences as well as impartiality. While the scales in her left hand indicate that justice might balance logic and intuition, the sword represents the way logic slices through to fairness. And once the sword starts swinging, you can't stop it. So that's the thing, right? It's that justice where, like, if you did something wrong, you're going to pay for it and you're not getting away from it. That's just the way it goes. Anyway, that's the reading I have for you today. And if you did enjoy that, let me know, drop in the comments. And again, if you want to learn more about tarot and really dive into these cards with a lot of cool information and details, wordwithatwist.com. Become a member, paid or free, because I offer a lot of information you're not going to get in the public sector. All right. Anyway, until next time, I want to see you all in my next reading. All right. Bye, everybody.